What was your name again, sir?
Galvin, 84.
Galvin, 84. Thank you so much. So it just so happens that here I am at the Concord Police Department getting ready to file a complaint on that officer. And then he came to see this woman who was out here waiting to file a different complaint. But my complaint is actually on that officer for that video from the other day when he told the gentleman next to me, sit down and shut up and all that, and they were trying to claim that they had jurisdiction on state property. So I am currently waiting for a supervisor here at the Concord Police Department. So bear with me while we wait for this lieutenant to come out. What's up, Latin Indian? How's it going? Yeah, a real one here. How's it going? We will get justice. We do not give up. We do not comply with tyrants. And we will not stand for tyranny. Not in the live free or die state, that's for sure. And hopefully not in this country. So while we're waiting, I was at that medical mandate, medical intervention hearing at the State House earlier. Go to the New Hampshire House of Representatives YouTube, and you can see all the people that spoke. There will be another hearing on Wednesday at 9 a.m. I urge everyone to get down there and speak. I'm going again to speak, and I actually put myself at risk for being arrested again for violating bail conditions, because my bail conditions said I had to stay 1,000 feet from the governor and the executive council, but this was not the governor or the executive council. Before I even got in the House of Reps hall, I was stopped by a state trooper who recognized me. He was awesome. Trooper Shirley. Here we go.
You ready?
Yes, sir. How's it going?
We can I can talk to you out here if you want to record.
Yeah.
But if I bring you in an interview.
Yeah, sure. That's fine. I would rather do it out here. I'm not.
I have.
Yeah.
And you have to leave the knife.
Yeah, so I'm not going inside. I can do it. We can do it all right here.
Okay. All right. So let's try and find a private area we can discuss it without other people walking in.
Sure, that's fine. Beautiful city of Concord. You can see the state capitol over there, everybody. This is some of the best architecture in the country. This is one of the most beautiful cities in the world, if you didn't know that.
How's these benches? Does this work for you?
Sure, that's fine.
All right. So as you can imagine, I have a procedure to follow.
Sure.
If you are not comfortable signing any of these forms, it doesn't stop the complaint process. I move forward with the complaint anyway.
Excellent.
Basically what I'm looking, you want to have a seat or?
It doesn't matter. Standing is fine.
All right.
Thank you.
So the first thing I want to do is just try and get some of your basic information. And then the next thing I got to do is just have you tell me what happened.
Sure.
All right. So I'll just let you tell your account of whatever it is you're here to complain about. And I'm just going to let you go and just tell me what happened. And then when you're done, let me know you're done, and I'll ask if I have questions. I'll ask you to try and clarify what the gist of it is.
Sure.
And then I have basically I'll give you a receipt saying that I received your complaint, so you have proof that you came in and filed a form.
Awesome.
Any questions so far?
No, sir. It all sounds great.
Can I ask you, are you live streaming right now?
I am live streaming, yes.
All right. So I can't do it on live stream. If you want to record,
I don't have enough data on my phone.
All right.
Otherwise I would. So
the problem with that is I have personnel rules that I have to follow.
regarding,
There's state law that requires like confidentiality in personnel matters.
sure, I can mute it for anything that is confidential. I don't know what would be confidential about this. It's
See,
all.
I don't know either until I. So, is there a way you can do it? I mean, I understand you like to record everything, and that's fine, but I kind of have two. I have two. I have a conflict here.
What is it?
Is when I'm doing a personnel investigation, these matters are, by law, they're confidential.
I'm gonna blast it all over social media anyway, so it's not confidential in any way. I'm the one filing the report. It's my First Amendment right to document.
And I'm not disobeying that you have a First Amendment right to record and all this other stuff, but I also have other rules. I have to follow all the rules. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the rules aren't laws. Those are your.
There actually is an RSA that applies to.
Okay, what is it? What is the RSA?
I can't cite it off the top.
Okay, well then you
I'll tell
don't.
What, I'll go get clarification. I'll come back.
That's fine.
All right.
Thank you. So I'll finish up my recap of today's hearing over at the State House, where the state trooper said, "Hey, are you supposed to be here?" I said, "What do you mean? Am I supposed to be here?" "Yeah." "What?" He said, "What's your name?" I said, "Frank's," or he actually knew my name, and he said, "Aren't you supposed to stay away?" I said, "Yes, I'm supposed to stay 1,000 feet from the governor and the executive council." I said, "This is a House of Reps event, and you can't lock me out of the political process just because you put some bail conditions on me for exercising my First Amendment right. Not going to happen. You guys just seen that there? Oh, this is all confidential." No, it's not confidential. If someone files a complaint on one of your officers, that is public record. Just because you want to keep it confidential so you can keep them off the Lori list, and if people from New Hampshire are watching, the Lori list is a list of all the corrupt officers. Okay? So it is what it is. The state trooper, Shirley, he was very polite and kind to me, and he said, "No, I'm not going to arrest you. The governor's not here right now." I said, "Okay, well then he could stay 1,000 feet from me while I'm here at the State House during this hearing." And so he actually went to bat for me with another gentleman. They were talking about trying to arrest me, but they said they don't think it was right. And so it didn't happen. I was not arrested. Whether or not they put out a warrant for my arrest and then try to get me later, we will see. But I got up there and I spoke, and of course people know I'm very loud, and especially when I get excited, I can't control it. It is what it is. And Tim Lang, that guy, he kept interrupting me over and over and over. You'll see in the video at the New Hampshire House of Reps YouTube channel. He just kept interrupting me, which just got my PTSD and head trauma. I get aggressive. I get hyper aggressive because I suffer from prolonged post-concussion syndrome. It's not an excuse for my behavior. It's a reason for my behavior. Okay? I try to keep myself as calm, cool, and collected as possible. And in the moment, sometimes I get elevated. It is what it is. They can deal with it. And yeah, you can go watch that video. I am actually going to do some screen records of it, and I will re-upload it if you want to just keep your eye on the uploads. So it went well, and I did not get arrested. And I will be back Wednesday. Who knows? Maybe they'll arrest me then. You know, it is what it is. If you're not willing to stand up and exercise your rights and challenge these people in their tyranny in court, you have to get arrested. You have to have your rights violated. If you comply, you're acquiescing. And then you have no rights violated. You agreed to do what they asked you to do. You have to refuse. Absolute defiance. We're not a group. Absolute defiance is not a we. It's an action that people take. It's the line in the sand that we draw as individuals and say, this is where the buck stops. Right here. You do not go past this line any further. You do not go past this line any further, because you You want to fuck around? You will find out. FAFO. FAFO, baby. So again, here's the Concord PD, right? They're recording. Got 2 cameras right there. Of course, they're recording. And I'm not sure if he was wearing a body camera or not. I didn't ask him. I'll check when he gets out. He should be wearing his body cam. But here we are. Tyranny at its finest. And you know he would not have been that polite if I was not recording. I highly doubt that. No offense against this guy. I don't really know him, but I don't believe he would have been like that if I was not live streaming. And so we'll see if he refuses to take my complaint. Yeah, it's taking him a long. I don't even know what the RSA. We got a armored car here. I don't know what the RSA is. Well, why not? You're the one claiming to know about it, but you don't even know what the RSA is, guy. Come on. I know whatever RSA refer to, that I refer to when I claim them. He doesn't know how to use Google. Oh man, this is crazy. I think he's making the RSA thing up too. He's got his policies and procedures, but state constitutions and the federal constitutions all amalgamated into one. That's something that a lot of people don't know. All the state constitutions apply equally in any other state. Yeah. Right, it's our right to know whatever is filed against especially against an officer who was a straight tyrant. You guys all saw that video. They did not have jurisdiction there. They did not have jurisdiction there. Like, why was I told to call the state police when I was assaulted on the State House grounds if it's Concord jurisdiction? When I called Concord said, state police jurisdiction, State House property. And I have the GIS survey with the boundary lines on my phone, which I will attach to this complaint. We also have video of the whole entire thing that will be emailed to them after I give him my statement. So yeah, again, we got some of the best, most beautiful architecture. We are the granite state. People don't know that, and they make everything out of granite around here for the most part. All these old buildings are just granite. You see that church over there? It's all granite. One of the hardest rocks. We got the guy with all the money coming to the armored car. Lots of change, it looks like. Big bags of change. Try to give you guys some content to distract you while we're waiting for this officer to get back out here. I can't record you. I'm in public. I can't actually record you.
No, this is a private security company.
Yeah, well, I'm in public. So you can file a complaint with the police and they will correct you on that, but it's my First Amendment right to record anything I see in public.
I'm accused of an enforcement.
So you're just trying to shut down my First Amendment? Just keep loading the bags, guy.
I'm just trying not to get shot, right?
I'm not. Do I have a gun?
I don't know.
No, I don't. You're good. But you're not gonna silence my rights either. This is what I'm talking about, people. This is the type of mentality right here that keeps us from having our rights. People like that don't know anything about what they're talking about. Have a good day, guy.
You too, bud.
Yeah, go move to China if you want to act like that. Unbelievable. This is a private security company. So, you don't own the town or city of Concord. Unbelievable. Yeah. Should probably shoot me. Jeez. Unbelievable. Can't record. I can't record. I am recording, so I can record. I can record anything I can see in public. Anything I can see in public. Got a plane coming overhead. Over here is City Hall Annex, Code Administration. See if there's anything interesting up here. Nothing interesting. So I don't know how long this guy's gonna try to make me wait, but we will wait over here by the front door. Another camera there. All right. Let's go somewhere private so we can hide the behavior of our public servants who are acting like tyrants when people are exercising their First Amendment rights. Okay? That's what this is. It's okay though, because there are other people that are coming down to file reports as well who were there. Children were around. This officer is yelling and swearing in front of children, being a straight a-hole. And that's what they don't want to get out, but it's already out. It's already publicized. I mean, the video speaks for itself. Unfortunately, I was not recording at the time. I was exercising my First Amendment rights, doing my thing at the event, and somebody else did record that. I am waiting to get a copy of that on a flash drive so I can upload the full incident from beginning to end, where the officer tried to claim that I was directing my speech at a certain group of people when I was directing it at them. And they also lied and said that many people came to complain about what I was saying. And that was untrue. I was watching the two officers the whole time, directing my speech at them. They were actually on city property and I was on state property, and they didn't like what I had to say. I said, put me in a FEMA camp. Put me in a FEMA camp now. Put me in a FEMA camp. I said, you ain't got the minerals, officer. I didn't say officer, but I was looking straight at them when I said it. You ain't got the minerals to put me in a FEMA camp. Fuck around and find out. Yeah, it was Putney, and I can't even remember the other guy's name, but it's at the very beginning of this live stream. That was the guy who instigated it all. So I do know who he is now. So that's what I mean. Like, this guy acts like he's hiding the information when the essence of my complaint is already out there in public. So now he doesn't want to take my complaint. Now I'll file a complaint on him. Maybe I'll just go over here to the DOJ. The DOJ is right there. So maybe I'll have to go to the DOJ and talk to Dick Tracy. He is a real dick too. A grade A dick. I know, DOJ is useless. They don't care about our rights. They don't care about the Constitution either. Dick Tracy was there at the executive council meeting. He's like some voter integrity guy. Like, what were you doing at the executive council meeting for a hearing on $27 million that was going to go towards concentration camps, the isolation and quarantine of American citizens? That's what they wanted to do. That's what they're trying to do here in New Hampshire and all across this country. They're already doing it. You know, it's not called FEMA in Australia, but they're already doing it. And you see these mass protests rising up. And America is sad. The whole world is looking to us to save the day. We're supposed to be the ones spreading rights and democracy all over the place, right? What we need to do is we need to go to Australia and spread some democracy there.
So I can either have you can either, we can meet and you can not record while we do this, or you can file it later if you want, but I can't have you recording while I do this complaint.
What's the RSA?
It's under 91A.
That's Freedom of Information Act request.
It's actually under that RSA.
So you're saying the right to know law is blocking me from knowing, and blocking the public from knowing.
So if you would like to discuss it without recording, I'd be glad to take your complaint. I'll give you a receipt. If you don't want to do that.
So what's the other process?
What do you mean?
You're saying so can I not file the complaint?
If you can file a complaint, you just can't record.
So if I don't want to stop recording, how else do I file the complaint? Are you going to give me that?
Go to the AG's office. You could try that.
I can go to the
complaint with the AG's office.
File complaint with the AG's office.
You could absolutely do that.
And so you won't give me a complaint form to fill out and bring back or anything like that?
I will absolutely do that.
Okay, so that's another option that I have?
You could fill out a written statement, but I do have other questions that I might have to ask you.
Sure, we could do that on the phone if that's okay. That way I'm not recording you.
Well, how do I know you're not recording me over the phone?
Because that would be wiretapping. And I'm not an idiot.
But I'm a police officer.
So that doesn't mean I can wiretap you.
Officers?
No, not with, you can't, unless I have your permission. I could ask your permission, and I would do that if you want to talk on the phone after.
So my preference would be to talk to you in person so I know who I'm talking to.
Are you kidding me right now?
No.
You got my phone number. I just gave these people my phone number when I called the front door.
Tell you what, give me a call when you're ready, all right?
Yeah, what's your number? What is it? 9? No, not your badge number, the phone number to call.
225-8600.
And then badge number 9, and what was your name again? Pitta. Okay, thank you, sir.
You have a good day.
You too. Thanks so much for trampling on my First Amendment. So there you have it, folks. He's trying to claim that the right to know law is blocking people from the right to know. I mean, unbelievable. This is just mind-boggling. So I've already read most of it, but I'm gonna go scour RSA 91A, the state's right to know law, and I'm gonna try to find where it allows them to not take a complaint. And I'm definitely gonna go to the AG's office and file a complaint on that guy and these guys, Butney and whatever the other guy's name is. I'm gonna have to rewind when I get back home. But yeah, so this is what we're dealing with here, folks. Straight tyranny in New Hampshire, straight tyranny across the world. It's time to hold the line, stand up, learn what your rights are, exercise them, because if you don't know what they are, you don't have any, and if you don't exercise them, you will lose them. All right? So Footloose here from Absolute Defiance, signing off. Thanks for joining the stream, everybody. Unbelievable.